Welcome to the Trenton Bridge Lobster Pound.
Come join us for a traditional lobster feed.
In 1977, my grandparents retired and my husband Anthony and I came here to run the business with my parents. In 1980, our son Warren was born. He spent a lot of time here. It just became a multi-generation business. There were 4 generations behind the counter a good many days. We now have a daughter-in-law and we now have a new 5th generation granddaughter who someday will be in the business, we hope.
We buy our lobsters here direct from the fishermen in the Mount Desert Island in the Acadia region. They fish anywhere from right on the shore out 40 miles. The lobsters are caught, brought in that night. We bring them to our holding facility, grade through them, pick out the best ones for retail and sell them right here in the restaurant the next day. We can ship them anywhere in the continental United States. If you want Federal Express, next day air, right to your door. We pack them with ice packs in an insulated box, seaweed on top. They'd be there the next day. Or if you wanted to take some home with you alive, we can pack them in a box with ice packs. And they're good 2 days alive if you carry them with you on a plane or in your car. If you choose to stay here and eat, you can eat inside in our dining room or outside under our tent on picnic tables. Or we can make everything on the menu to go for a picnic lunch or back to your cabin or campsite. You come in and you can choose your own lobster. We have both hard shell and soft shell this time of year. The lobsters are all boiled in a wood-fired cooker out front. We boil the lobsters in seawater. Your number is attached to the nylon cooking bag that your lobsters are in. We put the lobsters in the boiling seawater for 15 to 25 minutes depending on the size. Probably the most traditional would be 1.5 to 2 pound lobster paired with some steamed clams, maybe a clam chowder, some sweet corn.
When the local people come here to eat lobsters, most everybody knows how to eat everything. The legs, the body, they don't miss much. But on occasion, when we have a tourist come here and they haven't eaten lobsters before, we try to help them make sure that they get all there is out of the lobster. These 3 lobsters here are what we call a new shell or a soft shell lobster. They're very tender and sweet, however, they don't have as much meat as the hard shell lobster. This is a hard shell. He hasn't molted yet. The meat is firmer, drier, and the shell should be packed right full. The soft shell is a little more tender. You can usually break them with your hands. You always start with the claws of the lobster. Turn them over, bend the claws back towards the tail, and they break from the body section. Remove the rubber band, take the pincher out. It removes a piece of cartilage from the meat, allowing the meat to move freely from the shell when you open it. These here are the knuckles. They're solid, full of meat. The little legs, and where the legs are attached to the body is a piece of meat. After you remove the tail from the lobster, you're going to break the big flippers off the very end. The tail section is solid. These flippers even have a little piece of meat. And then you're going to push the meat out through. Once the meat's removed from the shell, you're going to turn it over and there's 2 floppy little pieces of meat at the very end of the tail. You peel that back and remove the sand vein. The green or brown in the body section is good to eat. That's the liver. We call it tamale. The red, waxy material is called the roe. That's good to eat as well.
We pick the lobster meat fresh here every morning for lobster sandwiches and lobster stew, as well as we sell the fresh lobster meat by the half pound or the pound, ready for you to take home and enjoy yourself. Come and see us or visit us online at trentonbridgelobster.com. I'm proud to be the 4th generation at a traditional Maine lobster pound that's been doing business since 1956 right here in Trenton, Maine.